The Greensville plant in Virginia is Dominion Energy's largest. It has almost 1,600 megawatts of capacity. It's the newest. It started commercial operation in 2018, and it's Dominion's most efficient combined cycle plant. It has a heat rate of 6,500 BTUs per kilowatt hour. What it means is that it, being the most efficient, will use the least amount of gas in the fleet, relatively speaking, and it's also one of the most efficient in the country. That means, as we go forward here, the impact in Greensville understates the potential impact elsewhere with plants that are not as efficient. What's really interesting here is that the plant essentially generated the same amount of electricity and used the same amount of gas in those 2 years. However, because of the volatility of the price and the sharp spike in price in 2022, the total cost for consumers went from $308 million in 2021 to $519 in 2022. One plant, one very efficient plant, but those kinds of price increases were normal across the country. The problem in Virginia was so severe that Dominion went to its regulators to spread out the recovery time for those fuel costs, because they knew that if they tried to push them through to consumers in 1 year, the price impact would have been so severe that it would have been bad news for the utility, and it really would have been bad news for consumers. Ultimately, Dominion was allowed to put all of those costs into a bond, doing what's called securitization, and pass those costs through to consumers. And consumers in Virginia are now paying $2.91 every month, and they will be paying that charge every month until 2031 for fuel that was burned and paid for in 2022. That's what happens when you have a volatile or a price that is volatile and you depend on natural gas.